Hey guys, welcome back, it's Tini. Today I thought about talking of first dates, all the experience to have like a first date. And I'm gonna tell you also one of my the things that happens to me on different first date, which were very strange and funny. So we can laugh together and we can share histories and things that happens to us. So nowadays it's very common to use application to know people. I don't love it. I have to say I don't love it because to me it's like picking like from a catalog just because of their look. You can dispose a person just because you don't look how he or she look in the picture. And sometimes, I don't know, we are not photogenic or it's not a good picture of you or whatever, and you just says, no, this guy or girl is not for me. And maybe you lose knowing someone that is amazing. So I don't really love it. I know it's very common nowadays, and it gives you the possibility to know people that maybe for your lifestyle or the distance from your home it wouldn't be possible other way. But I don't know, I don't love it. I did it because obviously I was curious about it, but I don't know, it seems to me that it's very superficial, you know. Sometimes the personality of a person is what is the most important, because body aspect fade away eventually, but the personality remains. So for me it's important to have that physical and emotional connection with the person, and you can see that on a picture. So but yeah, I have done it. I have to say I have done it, and I use application as Tinder and Bumble. I use and OkCupid too. And it was very funny because I had 3 dates. So I'm going to tell you what happens, because those 3 dates were like fail for me. So the first one, what happens to me that I was talking with a guy, I think we talked like, I'm not kidding, like 1 month or 1 month and a half. And I finally decided to get to know each other. So we met in a local bar near my place, for me to be sure, you know, because always at the first date, when you first date someone, I always prefer to be near my home, just in case, I don't know, if everything goes bad, I'm near home, so I can say like bye and don't have to travel a lot. So with this guy, what happened is, like, we talk a lot, and he was great. He was super outgoing, he was funny, it seems that he was very gentleman. I only see pictures of him like this angle, you know. He was like a typical selfie. We have never done video calls before, which is a very big mistake. Well, when the moment came, I remember that I went to the bar and he was already there. It was so funny because I'm not that high. My height is 164 meters. I think it's something like 5.5 in US measure. But he was about 150 or something like that. He was this high. And I said like, well, never mind. But his body was like a very petite, and I'm petite, but he was very petite. And when I say that, I mean that his arms and hands were like 5-year-old body, you know. And I said, okay, Agustina, just give him a try, give him a chance. And the way that he was wearing, the clothes that he was wearing was also funny, because he was wearing jeans with a jean jacket and a jean t-shirt. So it was like too much jean. But I say, don't judge, first get to know him. And so we sat on the cafe, we ordered some drinks. I love daiquiris. I think they are the best. I love daiquiris. So we ordered daiquiris. You know, alcohol helps you like lose a little bit. So I thought that, well, okay, let's get to know each other a little more. So I remember that after talking like, I don't know, half an hour of random things, he asked me, what did you like? What do you like on bed? I mean, what type of girl are you in manners of sexuality? And I was like, this is the first time that we saw each other. Definitely we are not going to my place or I'm not going to your place. I'm a very traditional and conservative girl. So I need to know you better to have like intimacy with you. And I said like, I don't know, just normal. Why? Because he said to me, well, because I have to admit that I am kind of freaky. And I was like, what? And I say, what do you mean by freaky? And he said, well, I love your body, and I am just imagining the moment that I can put my hands into your neck. I kind of joking a little bit. And I said like, what? And he said to me, yeah, I really love to joke the people, and it really turns me on. And if we do that, can you please do like I'm joking you, and then you are dead, like with your mouth open and your eyes up, and can we have sex that way? And it was like, what? It was terrible. I remember when he told me that, I was freeze. I was like, are you kidding me? And it was completely awkward. I didn't feel comfortable at all. So it was a horrible sensation because I wanted to go home now, but I don't want to be irrespectful with him. So I remember that I do the typical exit. I grab my phone and I said, oh, I'm sorry, I have an emergency, my mom is calling me, my grandma has fallen to the floor and she seems to be ill, so I need to go. And he said to me, oh, you want me to take to your place or to your grandma's place? No, thank you, we keep on touch. I don't know what. And I remember that I was leaving the cafe feeling so, it was funny, but it was freaky. It was so like, oh my gosh. That was one of my Tinder experience. The second one was with a guy that also we have been talking like for, I don't know, a month or so. And then we said, okay, let's get to know each other. This time the guy was very much similar to the photograph, so it was not a problem at all. But what happened was that in that first day, he told me that he loves girls and that he was really into like to have sex with more than one girl, maybe four people, you know, 2 boys and 2 girls or something like that. And he said to me, if you want to, on Saturday, this was like half of the day of the week, I think it was like Wednesday. And he says to me, if you want, on Saturday I can pick you up and we can go to one of these places for you to see if you like it or not. It's very, very cool. I mean, you have sex with however many people, with the amount of people that you want. They are very liberal, and I am very conservative, as you know. And when he told me that, I was like, no, dude, no. And I told him that I wasn't feeling comfortable with that. And he was like, oh, okay, well, you should tell me this before, because that way I wouldn't lose time. And I said like, what? Why is this happening to me? Obviously that was the end of the day, and we have never spoke each other again since that. Thanks God, because I don't want to have just sex. When I met someone, I want to have a connection. I want, like, I don't know if a whole life partner. I mean, that's kind of the idea, but definitely not on the first date making plans to have like sex with more than one people. No. And my last first date through apps was one, oh my gosh, I don't know what this happened to me, but I say like, okay, I'm sick of the boys that are very immature, so I'm going to look someone a little bit older. So I adjust the settings on the Bumble. On that moment, I was using Bumble, and I met a guy who was about 55 or so, and I said like, well, maybe he's a gentleman. He looks like a gentleman. He was very conservative also. He was very, very gentle. He was all like a gentleman, you know. I said like, well, the physical aspect is not important to me, so let's get to know each other. We're planning a first date after, again, talk a lot of time. And on the first date, we went to another cafe. It was like at the afternoon, around 7 p.m. here. And I remember he was not like in the pictures. I mean, the pictures that he sent to me and he uploaded into the app were like when he was, I know, 30. But he was very, very mature. Too much mature for me. And we're talking about a man who are almost on his 70s. Guys, I swear. So when I look at him, I say like, what? Oh, he said, oh yeah, the pictures are not for now, of course, but I look the same. And I was like, no. And I felt like I was dating with my grandpa. I swear, guys, he was 70. So again, just to be respectful, I talked a little bit with him. We had a few coffee. He told me about his life and things like that, and then I said like, well, it's time to go, and he said like, can you kiss me? No, it's very not. Maybe next time. And obviously it was the only time that we met. But he was like, oh, what happens to me? What I have learned with all of this is, one, physical aspect matters, but personality is so much more important. But it's true that you must have a physical connection, because physical is also important. Not as much as personality, but you need to like someone, because otherwise it's, I don't know, having a relationship just because you like someone but not physically, you don't feel attracted, it's kind of strange. We're looking for the whole package, you know. I'm a Disney girl. I have grown up watching Disney movies, so I pretend Prince Charming all my life or something like that. So I don't want old people or freak people, or I don't. So I want the whole combo, and I won't stop until I find it. So anyway, what I was going to say is that personality obviously is like, for me at least, it's like 60% of the person. But you must have a physical connection, obviously, because you need to feel attracted by someone. So it's very important, before doing a face-to-face encounter, you can use the video call option, or to have like a video chat before, so you know how he looks like, and he hasn't like lied to you. He or she, obviously, I talk about him because it's my experience with guys. So it's a good idea to have a video call before a face-to-face. Then what other thing? Oh well, I feel comfortable doing the first date near my home, because as I say, if I want to go or wherever, I'm just near home. Besides, you don't know 100% that person, and anything that happens to you, you feel safe when you are close to your home. Always let to know someone that you are going out, and send your location just in case, because you don't know who you are dealing with. Even though you have been talking to him or her for like days or months or whatever, it's always safer to send your location to someone that you know, and that way they know that you are here, you are there. And what not to do on first date. Okay, on first dates, we don't need that you talk us about your ex-girlfriend or boyfriend. I don't care about your ex-girlfriend or boyfriend. as I'm not also talking about my exes, because it's very awkward, you know, when someone talks to you on your first date about your ex, about their exes. You can think like, what, you don't forgive her, you don't forget her, why are you talking me about her if you're here with me, like we are trying to get to know each other and you still remember your ex? I don't know, I think it's not a good subject for a first date, at least for me, obviously. So yeah, I don't want to know about your ex, and obviously I won't tell about my ex, at least it is extremely necessary, which I don't know, there are a lot of things to talk on a first date, we have to know each other, so I wouldn't recommend you to mention your ex, at least on the first date. Another thing you don't have to do, you can order some drinks, but you don't want to get drunk on the date, because you need to be focused, just in case, and it's always better to be like sober. So yes, it's cool to have a little, I don't know, maybe an alcohol drink, but with very little alcohol, just to the enough amount to lose yourself a little bit, but be aware of everything, and also, I don't know, be yourself, because it will be very weird or I don't know, strange, being drunk on a first date and act like drunk, and it will be not very girly like, and not very good behavior on the first date. So what else? Try to know each other. I mean, you have a lot of things to ask. Ask about their family, how, if he or she has brothers, sisters, how is their relationship with their parents, are they close to the family? That things matters, and that things told a lot about those people, about the person. Ask him to share photos, family photos, so you can see how's his family. Talk about his project in life, his dreams. Try to get like a whole information about the person. Obviously, you won't know a person 100% during the first date, but asking these kind of topics, you can have like a partial vision of how he or she is. Family is important, friends are important, goals in life are important. For me, which is like 100% important, is that he loves animals, because I am an animal lover. I have been vegetarian for 20 years so far, uncounted. So for me, if a person says to me like, no, I don't like animals, I hate animals, I don't like them at all, it's like a no, it's like a bye, because I love them. Animals are my life. So for me, it's very important that the person that is with me love the animals, or the nature, you know. I always say that I'm a bit Pocahontas. So the person that is next to me must be someone that loves animals or loves nature. I'm not saying that he's hippie, but I wouldn't date with someone who is, for example, a hunter, because no, it will be so sad for me. So try to look for common interests also. I love people who read books. Oh, they are so interesting. So I think that's the things that I want to find out on the first date. Not being so invasive, like, what are you doing? How much do you? Oh, another thing, never ask about his job or the amount of money that he earns, like on his job, because he's very rude. So try to avoid that subject. So this video has become super extensive, I'm sorry, but I thought it would be funny to talk about this, and also it is a good idea to start to get to know each other. And I would love you guys that tell me how your experience was with this application or with the first dates in generally. if you have a good experience or something happens, something funny happens, and if you wanted to share it with me, it will be awesome. So you can like laugh all about it or learn about it. Share your experience. Tell me what you think, if something happens like that or not, and what application are you using? Recommend me some. Please don't be Tinder or Bumble is very good application. I prefer Bumble than Tinder. Tinder is more like for one night stand, at least what happens to me and my girls, my friends. And Bumble is better here in Argentina at least. So share your thought and hope to see you soon, guys. Take care a lot. Ciao, ciao.